an output type of question based on list. Execution of a Python program starts and ends at the main function. So when you run the program, first the control comes here. A function call is encountered. Control finally reaches the point where the function is defined. So finally the control comes here. Now L is equal to empty list. So L points to an empty list. Square bracket meaning it is a list. L1 equal to empty list. So your L1 also points to empty list. L2 is equal to empty list. So your L2 also points to empty list. In a Python program, if you write multiple statements in the same line, they should be separated using semicolon. Now for loop, for I in range 1, 10, range function returns all the integers starting with the index 1, ending with the index 10 minus 1, 9 in steps of 1. The third index is missing, so step number is 1. You can say the same statement in another way. Range function returns all the integers starting with the index 1, ending with the index 10. 10 is excluded in steps of 1. So here you get 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, etc. up to 9 because 10 is excluded. So here you get all the integers 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 9. I takes the first integer in the range, that is 1. Now L dot append within bracket 1. So 1 is appended to the list L. So now your list L contains one element, that is 1. You can see. Now I takes the next integer in the range. The next integer is 2. So L dot append, now I contains 2. So L dot append 2 means 2 is appended to the list L. So L contains one more element, that is 2. So the elements are 1, 2. So finally your L contains 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 9. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 9. Now the next for loop, I in range. I told you range function returns all the integers starting with a 10, ending with a 1, 1 is excluded in steps of minus 2. Okay, so you get 10, 10 minus 2, 8, 8 minus 2, 6, 6 minus 2, 4, 4 minus 2, 2, 2 minus 2, 0 will not appear because it ends with the 1, 1 is excluded. So less than or equal to 1 should not be considered. Okay, so the integers returned by the range function are 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2. So here you get all those integers 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2. Now I takes the first integer in the range, that is 10. Now L1 dot append within bracket 10. So 10 is inserted into this list, appended to the list. Appending data means inserting the data at the end. Okay, so now your list L1 contains one element, that is 10. Again, I takes the next integer in the range, that is 8. Now L1 dot append within bracket 8 means 8 is appended to the list L1. It is inserted at the end. So now L1 contains two elements 10, 8. So finally your list L1 contains 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Let me write it here. Okay, so this is also done. Again one more for loop. For I in range, length of L1. What is length of L1? How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are there. So here you get 5. And what is range 5? The range function, if only one argument is given, it is taken as a second argument. And by default, the first argument is 0. So range 0, 5 returns all the integers starting with a 0, ending with a 5. 5 is excluded in steps of 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you get the integers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I takes the first integer in the range, that is 0. Now L2 dot append L1 of I, your I is 0, so L1 of 0, that is 10, plus L of I is 0, so L of 0, that is 1. So here 10 plus 1, 11. L2 dot append 11 means 11 is appended to the list L2. So now L2 contains one element, that is 11. Again, I takes the next integer in the range, that is 1. Again, L1 of 1, L1, this is L1 of 0, so L1 of 1 is 8. Okay, 8, plus L of 1, this is L of 0, so L of 1 is 2. So L1 of 1, that is 8, plus L of 1, that is 2. So here you get 8 plus 2, 10. And L2 dot append 10 means 10 is appended to the list L2. So now your list contains one more element, that is 10. Okay. Now I takes the next integer in the range. With this I will stop the iteration of this for loop. So please listen properly. I takes the next integer in the range, that is 2. Now L1 of 2, 0, 1, 2. So L1 of 2 is 6, plus L of 2, 0, 1, 2. So L of 2 is 3. Now 6 plus 3, 9. L2 dot append 9 means 9 is appended to the list L2, which means one more element appears here, so you get 9. Okay, so finally what will you get? The next one is 4 plus 4, 8. Next one is 2 plus 5, 7. So here two more elements are there, 8 comma 7. So now your L2 contains the elements 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Now after completing for loop, the control comes here. Just see the indentation. So this is not part of this for loop indentation. Okay, so now L2 dot append length of L. What is length of L? 9 elements are there, so 9, minus length of L1. What is length of L1? 5 elements are there, 5. So 9 minus 5, 4. So L2 dot append within bracket 4 means 4 is appended to the list L2. So now your L2 contains one more element, 4. Now finally print L2. This is the point where you get the output. Okay, so this list L2 is printed in the computer's monitor, which means your final output is this. This function completely executed. After executing a function, control returns to the point from where the function was called. So control reaches this point and finally the program terminates. So for this program, the final output is this one.